Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to review Lisa's solo, which includes Money and Lalisa. So I want to take more time with Lisa's solo solely because since Blackpink has such huge gaps in between comebacks, you will accidentally develop high expectations. I remember when How You Like That came out, I didn't like it. I thought it was super underwhelming, but then when I started listening to it a couple more weeks, I ended up liking it. It's actually one of my favorite 2020 K-pop songs. So in this case, I didn't want to overstate any criticisms for Lisa's work, and also school's just been like driving me crazy. Like, I just want to drop out at this point, be a trophy wife. But without further ado, let's begin. I really want to emphasize this. I'd rather be an honest and constructive K-pop fan than to blindly love everything. If anything, this video is out of constructive criticism, not hate. So let's begin.
Say la, listen, love me, la, listen, love me, hey. Call me la, listen, love me, la, listen, love me, hey. The loudest in the room. 누구와 또 비교 못해 그래봤자 you can still love me.
The best part of the song was definitely the beginning. So I'm talking about from the beginning up to before the first chorus. I love the la 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 part. It felt really addicting. I love the way Lisa delivered her lines, such as Mori and sip champagne. The way she said it almost felt like a command. Like, I was so enthralled to keep on listening to it. And I love the way they style is like, bring the alarm. That part was so cool. And I felt like the beginning really built so much hype towards the song. Honestly, it was so refreshing to see Lisa doing a challenging rap. K-pop fans tend to overhype her, saying that she's one of the best rappers in K-pop because she raps in a quote-unquote swaggy way, but I strongly disagree. There's so much more to rapping than talking in a cool way. There's flow, delivery, rhythm, wordplay, etc. So I was happy to see Lisa do more of a fast-paced rap. It really helps to see how good her flow is. I just hope in the future we get to see her do more fast-paced raps, and perhaps she'll be deserving of the best female rapper in K-pop title. Visual-wise, this has to be my favorite Blackpink solo. I love how sleek it is, especially the beginning backdrop and her driving a motorcycle. Like, it was so cool. It felt like I was in an action movie, and I just love the pole dancing. I thought it was just so cool that she did something super different and experimental, and I love the part where she was in the suit. I just felt like this was such a huge action movie that we're all watching, and I love the fact that she incorporated Thai culture, which is super significant given the fact that Lisa has been a victim to racist remarks in Korea. So her incorporating Thai culture was definitely a middle finger to her haters. So the instrumental for the most part was really good. I'm going to talk about why I didn't like the beach switch up later on, but anyways, it was a really great hype song, and it was really great to see Teddy sway away from his Teddy formula and experiment with something new. Now, although I found the dance pretty underwhelming, I did have to say Lisa's stage presence is amazing. I think my favorite part is like her gaze that she does. She really is so charismatic and powerful as a performer. So I think the song's main problem is the beat switch up. Honestly, I felt like the song up until the beat switch up was pretty good. It had a solid rap. As I mentioned before, I love how Lisa delivered her lines. It was pretty good. It's just the beat switch up was just not well executed. Now, don't get me wrong, I love beat switch ups. Mine has to be Girls' Generation, I Got a Boy in My Chin. And with Lisa's case, the beat switch up was just not well done. I think it was because it was introduced way too late, near the end of the song. And the thing is, when you're near the end of a song, you're so used to how it sounds. So when you have a late beat switch up, it feels very jarring and messy to the listener. As well, the beat switch up part just felt super short. She just say, Lalisa from Thailand to Korea, then jump to the chorus, which, by the way, that transition made the chorus feel really repetitive and annoying. Because of these factors, it made the song feel really messy. Many of us felt it was just a bunch of random songs jumbled together and it wasn't executed well. And I just did not like the verse before the beat switch up. I don't know what it was about it. I guess it felt really lackluster. Like, why is she just talking about how to spell her name? And I just felt like it just wasn't a good segue to the beat switch up. I felt like they should have used a verse that felt more hype like. A great way to implement a beat switch up is to make it frequent yet uniform. I recall from Vixel's video, which I will link in the description, that the reason why the beat switch up in Girls' Generation I Got a Boy worked out so well, but it didn't work out so well in House Party by Super Junior is that in I Got a Boy, it had multiple beat switch ups. And I thought this was a really smart move because it trains the listener to get used to it. So it won't feel jarring and sudden when it changes up. As well, Vixel points out that at the end, they mix up all the instrumentals of all the beat switch ups, which was really smart because people hate beat switch ups because it feels really messy, but by mixing it up, it feels cohesive and uniform to the listener. Honestly, the song could have been much better if the beat switch up was implemented much more effectively, either introducing it earlier, making it cohesive, or just having a better verse that acted as a better segue to the beat switch up. Honestly, because of the beat switch up wasn't properly executed, it made the song feel really lackluster. Oh my god, her Blaccent, it's very visible in the song. I mean, to be fair though, I think when you first learn a skill, you tend to copy how other people do it. So I do think it's possible Lisa was just copying other rappers when she was first learning how to rap. So she's doing it subconsciously. But at the same time, why is it getting worse with each comeback? Either way, we gotta call her out for it. It's really wrong. And it's also really harmful because other companies may think the route to Lisa's success is the Blaccent, and they may teach their trainees how to do it. So we gotta put a halt into this problem before it spreads. Initially, I didn't mind the chorus until the beat switch up because I felt like since the beat switch up part felt lackluster and all of a sudden I hear the chorus, I just started hating it. Like, it felt really annoying to me. And I honestly wish they said something more than Lalisa love me, Lalisa love me. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. It's the song's name. But if it's the only thing you say, it becomes really annoying to the listener.
Drop some money, dropping on my money. Drop some money, all this rap so yummy.
The instrumental was the best part of the song. I love the trumpets. It made the song feel really unique and it gave the song a lot of hype. I honestly feel like this is the perfect soundtrack for an action movie.
I came here to drop some money, dropping on my money. Drop some money.
I think another issue I had with the song was just the vocal processing. It wasn't done well. It made the vocal sound really stretchy. I think one part that I really disliked was the dollar bills, watching it falling for me. I love the way it feels. I know this is a weird word to use, but it sounded really scratchy in my opinion. And I just felt like because the vocal processing was poorly done, it made the song really unlistenable. Honestly, it never occurred to me how important lyrics are in a hype or motivational or action-packed song, because lyrics actually make you feel something. Should make you feel like you are that bitch, you are the boss, etc. And which is with money, I just felt like the lyrics were just poorly done. Like, I felt, first of all, what's with the overuse of money? Like, yes, that's the song's title and you should mention what the song's title is, but don't do it excessively because it just makes the song sound really annoying. As well, I just felt like the lyrics were so cheesy. Like, I do the money dance, bread is so yummy. It's just so cheesy. And honestly, what really bugs me in K-pop is how K-pop rap does not realize how important wordplay is in K-pop. I fell in love with rap because of Nicki Minaj. I love her wordplay. My favorite one has to be in Motorsport and her verse in Monster. If you really study it, it's so smart. Like Jackie Stan, it was raps Jackie Stan, yeah, we pulling no fake stunts. You get what I mean? She doesn't fake her lyrics. Or I don't work in the office, but they copy that's facts. So wordplay on facts and facts. And I feel like the problem in K-pop rap, they just think if you just use slang or just swear, it makes the song sound good. And that's just a problem. I felt like the lyrics were just so poorly done. And I also felt like that was one of the reasons why the ending was just so lackluster. Like, all Lisa says is my money moves, my money I choose, singing my shoes, walking on you, my money rules. Now I wash my wands and my dollars be dropping on you. Dun, dun, dun. Like, it should feel like the ending has to feel really impactful, should feel really powerful, right? You need really good lyrics to make that for the listener to feel something, to feel powerful, and you're just repeating the word money. That's why the song was just not that well done. It's just the lyrics just not make that song feel a motivational and powerful anthem. The choreography was so underwhelming, which sucks because, Lisa is considered to be one of the best dancers at YG, possibly the one of the best dancers in K-pop. So why is all of her choreography in both Money and Lalisa just her flailing her arms around and just twerking? Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with twerking, but you can still make it challenging. I remember I was just watching Holoin's Dali, and it reminded me why I thought it was one of the best solo dance performances, because they made it really challenging. Holoin did splits in there. She did that part where she kind of like toppled over and like did a little twerk. It makes sense when I show the video, but it was just a very well done, challenging choreography. And it just sucks that all Lisa just did was, again, just flailing her arms around. Like, we wanted something like Swallow level. We want to see her do like a cartwheel, because, she doesn't get that much potential to show off her dancing, since Blackpink's choreography is rather on the simple side. So we wanted something more complicated, more intricate, and this is what you give her. I mean, Lisa's a good dancer and her footwork is really great, but we just wanted a more powerful choreography. Like, they really missed the mark with this. Honestly, this is a solo that had so much potential. First of all, it had a great bass. Let's talk about the instrumentals were top notch. With La Lisa's case, it just lacked a good build up. We felt like the beginning was great, but the ending just did not satisfy us. With Money, amazing instrumental, but just really weak lyrics that just didn't really build enough hype for the song. As well, the vocal processing did just make it very annoying and unlistenable. As well, the choreography was just such a missing point. I feel like in a lot of solos, if the choreography is really good, it can make up for a song. But I just felt like it was so disappointing that Lisa barely had any challenging choreography. We wanted to see something very complex because, she's been known to be one of the best dancers in K-pop. Why is her only choreography her just flailing her arms around? Honestly, YG, you're on my list, and it kind of sucks that this is how Lisa's solo turned out to be. She worked really hard. She definitely deserved better material. Anyways, let me know your thoughts below. Did you like Lisa's solo? If you were the producer, how would you improve the song? As well, make sure you check out my other videos, because I do a lot of commentary videos, especially on the musical and social side of K-pop. And definitely subscribe for more amazing content and to grow taller. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.